Hello everybody, this is Dark Ninja, and today I'm going to be doing a much requested video on how to climb the ladder in Onslaught. And I've made a couple videos about this in past seasons, but some things have changed since then. And the biggest difference between those videos and this video is I did the last two videos on a lowered ladder account. Well, this video I'm going to do on my main account where I'm rank 40 on the leaderboards. I'm champion rank. I'm not going to go for legend this season because it's simply too much work, and I have to play way too much. But as you can see, over 260 battles, I've gotten 2750 points, so I'm like high champion, which to be honest, if you compare it to people around me, it's nothing crazy. I'm not one of these guys at the top who's, doing fucking 6,000 points or something. I don't entirely know, like, I'm not like the best Onslaught player when it comes to, knowing all the different strategies and all the maps and microing my teammates and voice comms and stuff. But I do think that I'm still pretty good Onslaught player. I do have a lot of small format experience in other modes, and I'm also on a professional Onslaught team, which usually places top 2 on NA. So I do know a thing or two about Onslaught, and my goal of this video is to teach you what you need to know in order to climb the ladder. Now let's start this video by going over which tanks are good for Onslaught. So in my opinion, there's really only like 2 or 3 tanks that you absolutely should have for Onslaught, and those tanks are the E50M, the 430U, which I don't actually have, which has the same ability as the E50M, which increases your reload by a great deal. And then the last tank, which is probably the most important one, is the 60 TP. It doesn't really matter what map you get. A 60 TP is basically always a good choice, as long as your teammates fill in the other needed roles of the light tank and the medium tank. This is another area where high ladder versus low ladder makes a big difference. In low ladder, light tanks are usually not as important because a lot of the time it's easier to predict where the enemy will go, and the enemies don't make rotations and stuff, so you don't necessarily need all the information. High ladder, light tanks are basically essential, but let me warn you, even though the RHM is an extremely good Onslaught tank, you should not play the RHM unless you absolutely know what you're doing, because otherwise you're just going to be a detriment to your team, and it's not good. So yeah, that's what I would say for tanks. 60TP, 430U, E50M are the most important. You can also use a CS63 if you're good at those mediums, and then an RHM if you're really good at that. Those are really the only tanks that you absolutely need. There's a couple other niche tanks which you can use as well, but those are just the bread and butter of Onslaught and all you really need. So without further ado, let's hop into some games, and I'll explain my thought process during the games, what I'm doing and why, and some tips for how to climb the ladder. Alright, so we got our first battle, it's mines. I want to warn you before this session, I am high ladder, so it's not a guarantee that I'm going to win all these games or anything, but I'll try my best. Another thing is, another couple things are, I think the most important tips for Onslaught, especially if you're lower ladder or like in silver, maybe gold, is that you should definitely try to play off of your team as much as possible. So you don't have to be, especially if you're low ladder, you don't have to be some kind of field commander. You don't need to tell your teammates what to do, like extensively. You don't need to try to call the game and communicate with them all too much. What you need to do, low ladder especially, is just fill in the roles that your team needs. And what I mean by that is see the hole in your tank's, either your team's lineup. If your team, for example, this battle, I see that we had 2 CS63s or 1 CS63, and I want it to be a third one just to ensure that we win hill. Well, it's not guaranteed, but let's hope that we're able to win it anyways. They have 4 CSs up here, so it's unlikely, but we'll just try our best. Let's go like this. I'm gonna get this one shot real quick. Need to focus for a second on winning this. I'm gonna use this rock as cover. They're gonna push us. I have a CS behind me, and I'm hoping that he'll help cover me. Okay, we die. I do think that taking hill was the correct play this game. Mine's is kind of a gamble. It's kind of just down to whether they go hill or not. I think from this side, it's usually worth it to go hill, though. And now we have a chance at winning. I missed one shot in the beginning, which was not great. We're probably going to lose this game. It happens. But anyways, as I was saying, especially low ladder, the most important thing you can do is fill the right role in your team's lineup. So if you see your team is missing, like, has no medium tanks on an open map, you should bring like an E50M or CS. On mines, for example, if your team doesn't have enough tanks for hill and you think they're planning to go hill, then you should bring, you know, a CS as well, or a BZ to take hill. And then the other thing is, fill the gap that your team needs in terms of map positioning. So if your whole team goes like, if your team is all spread out, or if they're trying to play the map in a certain way, what you should do is try to fill the gaps in your team's defense or your team's offense. Instead of trying to boss other people around to do it, just do it yourself. See what your team is doing, and then fill the roles that need to be filled. Another tip I would say is generally play, especially at the beginning of the game, more passively, just to see how the enemy deploys and how your team is deploying. And that will also help you with that last tip of trying to fill the gaps in your team's defense. Unfortunately, I think we're probably going to lose this game. But it was close. We got the bad side. Well, this side is actually better for hill, but they brought 4 CSs up, and our team brought like a 705A and a 60 TP and a 57, which, like, a 60 TP is fine, 57 is fine, but a 705A is simply just too slow to help with this mid brawl. If he was in like a BZ instead, you know, we get more bleed as they go up the hill, and we would probably win this game. But a 705A is just a pretty terrible tank, and if you look at their composition, they had an E100, so they didn't have the most ideal comp either, but they brought 4 CSs uphill, we only brought up 3, and I missed my shot at the beginning. Alright, let's go into the next battle. Hopefully the next one goes better. It's kind of hard to commentate on like mines and what I'm doing because the fight is just so fast. It's really hard to focus, and I had to say some other things as well. So next game, hopefully I can give you a little bit more insight into what I'm doing and why. I'm gonna pause. Okay, we get airfields. Another tip for Onslaught, I think this is a problem for like a pretty big percentage of people, is they just let tilt get to them when they really shouldn't be. Now I see on my team we have John the Terrible. I know he's a really good player. I think this is one game where I'm looking at our comp. We have a light tank. I think I will probably play a 60 TP because I don't really like double mouse unless your team deploys perfectly and covers like your base, for example. The mouse is just too slow to rotate. I'd rather be in a more flexible tank like the 60 TP. Now here, I'm gonna see how my team deploys. I'm thinking about going middle, but I need to see where my team goes in order to make the decision. So we have a CS going to the north. Hopefully he doesn't explode. I'm thinking about playing outside. If our CS gets to the north, then we don't actually need too much up here because our CS will crossfire the north, so they can't push it easily. So I'm hoping that he gets there, you know, relatively unscathed. We'll see. He even took more aggro, which is usually a good thing as long as he doesn't peek stupidly. Now in the middle, this spot here, I mean, it's okay, but I usually like to go more wide recently, because in this middle position where the I-7 is, you can get kind of crossfired from this angle and that angle, and it's kind of a pain. Also, they have a 50B over here, and I definitely would like to take the 1v1 with him. Now, I'm looking at the map, everything is spotted, which is great because there's no question about where they are, and I know that I can pressure down here. I have way more health than him, so it's fine for me to pressure. I'm looking at, on the map. There's no one on this balcony right now to punish me. Okay, he's gonna try to clip me. I'm probably just gonna commit into him and try to ram him so I can two-shot him. Okay, we don't get the ram, but it should be fine. He can't two-clip us anyways. I'm gonna try to track him, and then we get the ram, maybe? He actually tracked me with that, which is kind of insane. Probably I should have loaded HE. Can get a ram here. Nice. I'm gonna finish the 50B so we can't reload. Let me go for that guy. They have a 60 behind, so I need to try to get into cover. We are up of HP. Hopefully not a fire here. Turn my front towards him so there's no chance. Okay, load heat. And this is looking like a win. And that's... This game, I recognized that the offside was weak. They had no one on the perch up here to cover this crossing. And even if they did, still a 60p is just way better than a 50B. For pushing. Like, I'll always win that 1v1. Unless I mess up terribly. Because the 60 just has so much health. Let's see, I think I should go for this guy because I have a better chance of getting a shot on him. I think that guy will die too quickly. I usually try to fully aim my shots just because it's better. No sense in throwing away a shot. Nice. And I consider this a pretty good battle. With their comp, I think it would be better for their E50M or 50B to just play in their base and then have one here instead. Our CS getting the north was super good. It is risky to do that, but if you can get it and they don't contest it either, then the whole north side of the map suddenly becomes very hard to play for them, and you have great crossfire angles. And as long as you set up correctly in the south and aren't able to be overpushed down there, then your team is in a really good position usually. Also helps that we had John on our team. He probably did quite well. Nope, he didn't. Either way, it's fine. He blocked 3.5k, so he was still very helpful. Alright, let's go next battle. And again, my choice to pick the 60 TP instead of the mouse was super helpful there because I was able to go offside. I was able to adapt to where my team was playing and find the spot that can fill the role. Okay, so Studzianki. Studzianki, this one I might bring him out. So I'm going to wait a little bit just to see how many mediums we have. John is in a light tank, which is great. I kind of want to play a medium just so I can support him. And I'm thinking E50M might be the best choice. I think the CS is just a little bit too weak because it usually can get 1v1'd very easily. And we already have a ton of heavies, so I'm definitely going to play a medium. Could even play a Leopard 1 to be honest, but I'm just going to stick with the E50M because it's more versatile, I guess. I'm going to see where John goes. I think I'm going to start out the battle by playing around this area and just watching the north. Make sure they don't make any stupid crosses, so John gets off a good plane. It looks like they're taking the south. If they take no one north, then I might be able to push underneath later on, but I'm not going to worry about that for right now. Right now, I'm just going to preempt this because I expect that someone might cross. Alright, John will probably go to A5 and spot out if anything is around here, and if they have not too much and they rotate down here instead, then we can actually pressure the north maybe. Gotta be very careful doing that though. They can't just overpeak on me. I'll probably start by just playing the outside a little bit. They probably have a lot north, so I kind of want to go... I want to pressure the north, because otherwise we're going to get flanked over time. I'm just going to pressure into here for now. I'm going to side scrape this guy. Okay, Cookie is pushing the outside as well. There's only 160 to cover it actually, so I'm gonna go with Cookie. And we're gonna pressure the outside. We have the RHM to cover us. I can go all the way down to C1 potentially. Because poking around here is gonna be too hard. They have too many tanks there. I'm just gonna... Maybe I'll pressure this 60 TP. I do out DPM him. I don't want to stick this trade too much, but if we get a 2v1, then it's worth it to trade. Yeah, the RHM is farming me, so I gotta be careful. Cookie will get a good angle here, though. Instead, I'd like to get this one shot, if possible. How the fuck does that not pen? If they pressure down there, I can play here and get side shots. Probably. I really want to get this guy, though. Good. This guy is kind of just suiciding. RHM is still up. They should have him, probably. I'm gonna go for the E3 now. We are up HP. Okay, E3 fired. I'm gonna go around. The RHM could still be down there, but I'm not gonna fire at this guy until I'm around him, because if you bounce off the E3, his ability will perk, which gives him faster reload, and I don't want him to farm my team too much. I'm gonna turn backwards already, just so I can go after the next guys after I kill this guy. Okay, good battle. We made the right play. Cookie thankfully pushed as well, and we pushed to the north successfully. It's hard for me to push it all by myself, but when Cookie came, it was good. The 60p, if you don't know who. Got all that spotting. That's great. That'll give us more points. Thank God I'm getting with John. That really helps. Him being in the Arch-Panzer, he made the correct play to go north when he saw at the beginning that they had 3 tanks going south. We can just kind of ignore those tanks south and then push to the north, and then they're just out of the fight. And that's exactly what happened this game. See how many points we get. This is NA server, so I think the point system is slightly different. Like, you get more points, but also you lose more as well. Pretty good game. Alright, let's go next. Alright, we get El Haluf. Now this map is pretty tricky for me, because the A1 fight, you always want to fight the north. The only reason to ever go south, well, there's no reason to ever go south in my opinion. It's just too advanced of a strategy to use with random players. Like, better just to take the fight north. But there is one reason to go and get the spotting thing, and the reason why is if you're in a CS63 and you get the spotting thing. Alright, let me pay attention to what tank I should bring first. I'm thinking a 60 TP, because we already have like 3 mediums. Holy shit. Okay, we're pretty okay, we've got a BZ, we're chilling. The only reason to get the spotting thing, you can do it from either side in a CS63. You have a CS63, go to the corner and try to get the strike. If they make it too late to the strike, then you get... If your team makes it too late to the strike and they start capping it first, by getting this spotting thing, your ability on the CS63 goes to its first stage, and you can strike the opponent on the strike, and that will make it so that your team gets the strike instead, because it resets their strike countdown. I'm actually gonna go up here with this guy, and hopefully the 60 follows me, because it looks like they're over pushing the CS, and I want to cover him. Didn't run in time really. They're probably going to keep pushing into us, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I should probably back up PvP. but I also kind of want to pressure because I think we're going to repush this. Yeah, I'm going to pressure behind them. The reason why is because if they turn for me, then all these guys can cross like that, and we can actually just chill. And I crossed past the TVP, so he's not really a problem. I wish someone would have came to help me, but... Okay, dude. That is such bullshit. The TVP is gonna come. I need to get safe from him. And I'm ammo racked as well. My team all just sat there, and they're finally coming. I don't know why they just sat there. That's really stupid of them. They should have done this ages ago. We could have just killed both those 277s, probably. Yeah, now I'm dead because of it. I blame this on my team, honestly. We had a perfect situation to pincer these 277s, and they just did not go. And now we might lose because of it. I think what I did was completely fine, actually. It sucks that I got racked as well. We can still potentially win because their TVP's out of the fight. But it's going to be tough because we're down guns. Hopefully this guy gets a ram kill. Nice. We need to get picks. This is a loss. We were up 5,000 HP and my team just sat in the corner and let us lose. I could have backed off here, but I don't think it was necessary at all. I'm not even gonna type anything. It's just, I don't know what they're doing, man. I think the problem was partially John was like a one-shot. So I'm sure he probably would have done the repush if he was full or encouraged our team to, but he was not. That sucks, man. We were in such a good position, but my team just let me fucking die for free instead of just... We're up 5k. The thing is, when you're up like 5,000 hit points, if all of you are just close to the enemy, like literally just push. They had a TVP completely out of the fight almost. We just push in and win. There's no reason to stop. There's no reason to slow the game down. There's no reason to get yourself stuck in A1 and just like let yourself sit there. In that situation, our team just needs to push them. Their TVP's out of the fight. We have a huge advantage. It's just bad play by my team. I guess I could have not trusted my team. I really thought they were going to make that repush because it's just completely obvious, but instead, they didn't. Maybe I should have just thought might have crossed my mind that my team is going to be stupid and not push, so I should just not risk that and push behind the 277 and instead just back up. But I don't know. I just think that would be a worse play for our team because then our 260s are kind of out of the fight for a good 30 seconds and we're letting the TVP get in. Anyways, next battle. Alright, we get Oyster Bay. This map is tricky as well. In lower levels, I think it's more possible to push through the north, but at high levels, like at high ladder, usually the games are a little bit more complicated and there's more action on the offside. On this map, a grill is usually pretty good from either side, but I don't like to play it personally unless I'm playing unless it's like a full game of champs and legends. The reason why is I know that I'm a good player. I know that I need to carry my team because, you know, I'm one of the better players on the team. I'm higher ladder. I need to be in tanks that can make plays and more versatile tanks. So I'm just gonna wait and see where they get spotted. I didn't get lit. Okay, I did. So they have a light tank. I'm just gonna probably bait this and then back off, maybe. Might stick it. Okay. So usually this is pretty risky when they have a light tank. Okay, they have 2 tanks offside, but they do have an RHM who can come offside as well. I'm gonna play passive and just support Cookie. Because I don't think that... I think that's John on the enemy team, by the way, in the IS-7. I don't think that it's a good idea to pressure the offside, because we just simply don't have enough. enough support. Oh god, I might get shot here. Hope they don't spot me, or I mean, shoot me. There is actually an angle back here to get a reset on this, as you can see. They're not on it anymore, so I'm just gonna chill. See if they're still there. No. Yeah, I'm spotted. The Badger's pushing up. I'm guessing their RHM is gonna be over here as well. I'm wondering, so I'm worried that, should I push this? John could be coming. I think I'm gonna do it. Kind of risky. If John is here, then it's, or if the I7 is here, then it's bad. But I'm assuming that he's not here yet, so I'm just gonna yellow him. Hoping our other guy will get a shot onto this guy. I'm the one being focused, which is not great. But our Badger kind of has shots, so it should be okay. I would like to kill the light tank if possible. Okay, they might repush me. Our Badger's coming. I kind of want to escape from here because I'm kind of low HP and they can come around like this, flank me. So I'm gonna go in the low ground here in the water and just cross. I'm just gonna hide on this corner for now. It looks like we're pushing the other side. I don't know if that's if we're winning it or not though. Their I7 is John. He was pretty sure because I can see he's a legend or whatever. Pretty sure he was in the fight almost, but their Badger kind of overcommitted a little bit in my opinion. Okay, they're going back north. I need to push in then, and we need to get the strike. They're trying to re-push the north. Hopefully my team is healthy over there and we can just win it. But if not, then I need to get behind them and start shooting them in the back. I think we were losing it. I need to get that RHM. They are all pretty low for the most part, besides that 60. We can pick the one-shots and that's good. Now, should I commit? Because I think my team is gonna die. I think, nice, that's huge. I'm gonna cover the 113. I might need to back off, because they're gonna kill that guy. Their I7 could be up in the trees. He's over there. Nice, that's a huge kill. We should be okay now. Our Badger seems pretty fast, to be honest, so should be fine. That shot. I am a 2-shot for him, so I just need to get in close. I can't necessarily out DPM him, but as long as our Badger is close, it's fine. I just need to not get set on fire here. That's the only way we lose. And GG. Our Badger, he did a pretty good job this game. I don't know about the Badger pick, to be honest, but he covered us on the offside, which was huge, because otherwise we probably would have lost this game. They would have killed us. The RHM and the I7 and the Badger. That was a super risky play to push the Badger. I was kind of just assuming that the I7 wouldn't be like right on him. I'm not sure honestly whether that was a good idea or not, but it worked, so we'll take it. Alright, we get Ghost Town. Hopefully John's on our team. No, he's not. We got Cookie. John might play the light tank this game. I'm assuming he's on the enemy team. NA server is small population, so it's likely we get matched together. Again, I'm gonna see what my team brings and try to fill the gap. We have Eric in this RHM. I'm thinking I'll probably play E50M because we have one other medium, and I think E50M is good because it can hold the one line pretty easily if I need to go there. Like CS it's too easy to just roll over the CS 63 because it doesn't have the DPM or the HP. I'm gonna see where my team deploys first. I'm gonna try to dodge the light tank, maybe pretend I'm going this way. Maybe I will go this way, we'll see. Okay, we got a legend platoon, which is not good. E50M is going this way. Okay, I think the RHM is probably gonna either play A0 or he's gonna just go back over here. I don't think they're committing for this. I hope they're not. Because then I can just play passive K4 and hopefully, unless I get planed, which is a possibility, I should be okay to get off a couple shots and then run if they're pushing me with the RHM and E50M. They have no other mediums, which is good. There's an argument that I should run even further, but I don't think I should, honestly. That was greedy of our TVP to take that. They didn't get hit by the 4K. Okay, so the problem is he's almost definitely gonna plane here. I kind of want to back up a little bit because I don't want to get like trapped here. They could be pushing the outside with 60 TPs. Hoping my team can carry the outside well. I need to be very careful here and be ready to run. Their RHM might get a plane because he got the strike. I think I should run. Nope, the 350M is rotating back, so I'm not going to run. In fact, I might even push the one line. I got to be careful though, because guys here can shoot down here if I try to retake. But I can get super good farm on them if I do retake, so I think I'm actually going to do it. Hopefully the E50M doesn't come back. I get spotted super early, which is not great, but I kind of assumed that would happen. I'm going to go all the way wide and try to push up to here. This is where I can get the shots from. I can't take a volley here, so I need to hurry as fast as possible and get up to this ridge. And there's no... Okay, the E50M is north. That's really good. I should not have popped that yet, but oh well. Should have waited for one more shot to get my full ability. Need to get behind these guys at some point. Probably no, maybe I can't. Nice, that's huge. We've got them in a crossfire here. Our 60s are kind of crossfiring them, so I can just farm these guys. Their E50M might repush west. Oh, he's still over there. I can just farm these guys then. 4K is kind of scary, so I need to get safe from him. I'm actually gonna intuition HE and no, I can't. I'm just gonna shoot him once. Make him a one shot. I don't know if he got off a shot or not, but we can just farm here. I'm gonna save up my ability probably and not use it yet. Maybe I should to avoid him shooting me. No, it's fine. Or shooting somebody. I need to push in now. I have a lot of health. We need to go for the E50M first because he's easier to track down than the RHM. I'm not going to go this way because I don't want to take a bleed on the way in. He's trying to run. They're both two legends, so we have to be a bit careful. We gotta either try to not let them get room. Like we need to either stop them from running, or we can just get strikes and play the cap. But they have access to 1 strike, so we have to be very careful of that. I'm not gonna push in yet because I don't want to like die and throw. But I'm just gonna chill around here for now. And if they come close to like get the strike or something, then I might make a move. I think I can actually push up to this wall. Alright, they're out there. I'm gonna turn. I'm not gonna bother getting the strike because I want to catch the E50M, and I don't think the strike is worth it yet. I have plenty of HP, so I can definitely just get in. Nice. Okay, this was a good game. Retaking the 1 line was super helpful to my team, because we got ass shots on all of them. I know it's kind of risky because all of those 60s and that FE could have potentially shot me as I crossed, but they were kind of distracted. And their E50, I knew he had rotated north, which was the most important thing this game. I think if he had stayed west, then it might have been quite a bit harder for my team. I'm guessing the E50... I don't actually know who this platoon is. We'll see. It's 7k, easy peasy. John and Deft. Okay. Anyways, I think this will be all for this video. I think it's long enough. I might make another Onslaught video or just make I don't know, maybe I'll spam some Onslaught videos, we'll see. But hopefully this video helped you. Hopefully you gained some useful knowledge and tips, and hopefully my thought process was helpful for you. Again, fill the role that your team needs on that Ghost Town game. If I had gone a heavy tank, we would have just lost this game. We needed the medium to help, especially when you have a light tank. I mean, even if you don't have a light tank, it's just important usually to have at least 1 or 2 mediums on basically all maps. So I played E50M for that reason. Pay attention to the map, see what opportunities there are. Don't try to play risk averse when possible, especially when the game is even or you're winning. And also towards the start of the battle usually. Give some time to figure out where they are, and then you can play off your team and see what opportunities there are to make, like pushing north on that Stooge Yankee game, for example, playing off our 60 TP, making that play. Alright, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you later.